I mean, I didn't even realize he was really back. And he shows up at my doorstep. And he just says he's sorry. And he's also here right now to remind me that I'm a big lad. You know, when he came back, when I heard that he came back, I mean, at first I didn't believe it. But then, I thought to myself, you know, after all that he'd done, what would he say? And I figured he'd apologize, don't get me wrong, right? I mean, you know, look at what he did, right? People don't just tend to get away with things like that, you know? Unless you're Eric. In which case everyone just kind of forgets for some reason. But, you know. He's nowhere near as charming, so. I didn't think it was going to happen, but. You know. But anyway, what I'm saying is I'm not shocked he apologized, you know? After all of this, that's kind of just what you'd expect. You know? It's kind of the bare minimum. But when Wilbur showed up at the door, at first I was a bit shocked, but when he finally did apologize, like I expected, he didn't apologize about this. Or, well, more specifically that bit, but he didn't apologize for this. He apologized to me. Like, actually to me. For the things that had happened to me. He apologized that I'd been left behind. He apologized that I'd been abandoned. Well, for the fact that he'd abandoned... For the fact that I'd been abandoned anyway, you know? He apologized for all that stuff. And... I don't... It's just kind of weird to me. It's kind of weird to me that despite before he died killing me in that one battle just near my house, I don't remember the names anymore. There's been way too many battles for me to remember which one's which, but the one where he was alive, you know, before he did all this, the fact that he killed me and he couldn't even remember who I was. Despite that, he came back and knew everything he'd done. Acknowledged that I'd been wronged, like no one else does, and just apologized. And that was really weird. Because, you know, I kind of was like preparing myself in my head that if he ever came back, you know, I could say, yeah, I forgive you for this. And just kind of move on. Because honestly, this has very little significance to me. That did, but well, it doesn't anymore, at which point, you know. I'm a really bad shot. Anyway. But I don't know how I feel about everything he said. No one ever apologized to me before for, you know, leaving me behind in all the Lemamberg stuff. I mean, I've always said Tubbo was kind, but Tubbo never apologized or anything. He just kind of was always consistently there. But the main people, you know, like Tommy, Wilbur, you know, the kind of, the two guys in charge, the people who really called the shots and pushed me to the sidelines. I guess I just never really expected that apology. And now it's like, there. I don't really know how to feel